Hi everybody, we're going to take a look today at Pinball for the color computer. I've played lots and lots of pinball games on various types of computers and game systems growing up, and this one was the first, and sadly it was an absolute terrible version of pinball, but at the time I did not know any better. So therefore, it was perfectly adequate, and maybe that's was fine for everyone else as well. And I want to show you a picture from another pinball game that came out after this. This was 1980, so I have to give it some credit for being 1980. And there is another pinball game called Midnight Magic. It was on Apple II, Commodore 64. Of course, it looked amazing on the Commodore 64. Atari 2600, and some other systems. And this is a screenshot of Midnight Magic. I want you to keep this screenshot in mind when we go and play pinball on the color computer. And I love the color computer. It's my favorite retro system because it was my retro system. That's kind of why any system's someone's favorite retro system, right? Unless they haven't even played them back then and they're discovering them for the first time. But usually it's the one that you played growing up that is your favorite, of course. So the CoCo is my favorite, but in the case of pinball here, as you're about to see, it had a lot to be desired. And this screenshot's from the Atari 2600. And I don't really know how the CoCo compared exactly to the Atari 2600. I've seen lots of CoCo games that have better graphics than Atari 2600. Although for the sound it was probably about the same. Although Atari 2600 definitely had better explosion sounds, that's for sure. So let's take a quick look at the manual for pinball. So pinball, 1980. Welcome to Pinball. Pinball is a realistic simulation of an arcade machine with the added option to design your own customized playfield. Setting up. So for play, this option begins the standard game. The program will ask you to enter the number of players, 1 to 4 can play, and just kind of explains the point system. And so your joystick acts as the plunger. So you kind of pull back on your joystick and then push it forward, which actually was kind of nice. And then you could also use it to bump the board as well. So here's bumping. Push the joystick forward, then pull back. Be careful, leaving the joystick forward too long will result in a tilt. Bumping too soon will deaden the ball, just as in a real pinball machine. And then a nice feature was that you could edit and make your own boards. But the designer tools weren't really powerful enough that you could make something that looked like a real pinball machine, at least not that I could do. And let's see. And you could save it. You could save your pinball machine that you made, which was nice. So it kind of had some nice features. It was more just, as you'll see, just the ball and the sort of physics and those sorts of things were pretty rough around the edges. Okay, so let's take a look at pinball on the color computer. So let's go. So this is the startup screen, video pinball. Straightforward. Let's go straight into play. Do one player. Okay, we'll launch our ball. So it's hard to describe how that ball reacts when you hit the flippers. It kind of like sticks to it and then launches out. Oh, thought I got that. All right, launch again. Almost looks more like a baseball field than a pinball machine. I bet you this is the only pinball game where the ball is 1 pixel. So this at least has that going for it. Oops. Oh, hey. Came out of the trap. Nice. Try a bump. Trying to do a bump. Oh, I got a tilt. That must be it. Last ball. Wonder what it was like being a Radio Shack salesman at this time, trying to sell your color computer and being like, check out our fantastic video pinball. Oh. All right. So here, we'll go into the editor and we'll drop some more circle pops in there. Put these all over the place. Go. This should make it more exciting. All right. Oh, I forget all the keys. Let's see. Let's go back to the manual. Clear, play, save. knockout 4. Okay, let's see, what else can we put in there? Let's do some knockouts. Oh, guess we reached the maximum knockouts. All right, and how about some edge bumps? All right, so I guess you could kind of it's a little tricky, but you could definitely draw and make some sort of thing. Of course, I blocked my bumper there, so we'll see how that works. All right, let's see. Let's try it. We'll play it. Here we go. My bumper erased the lines. That's kind of funny. So with some editing, oh no. Oh, whew. So we're gonna have to do some tilting there. So with some editing, I guess you can make it more pinball-like. Well, oh, nice. Just had to do a tilt for my bad editing. Well, the extra bumpers in there definitely gives it more pinball feel to me. Blink. Well, I think I'm going to end it there. So as you can see, definitely not the best pinball simulation that you've ever seen. I'm not sure I would recommend it even to someone who's trying to collect for the CoCo. There's a vast majority of much better games, especially on floppy disks and on the cartridges. Maybe there's a better pinball game out there for the CoCo. I'll have to do some research and maybe find that one, and then we can check that one out. But this original one that was on the cartridge made from Radio Shack is, as you can see, not so great. But there it is, part of the CoCo history. Hope you enjoyed the video.